What up? Welcome back, crypto fam. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys had a great holiday season with your friends and family. Hopefully no family drama in your household. If this is your first time, this is our Sin City Crypto Live. For those of you that have been here before, welcome back. We are coming at you live from Global Studios in Sin City, Nevada with a live episode. My name is David. I'm one of your co-hosts here. Before we get into the content, real quick disclaimer. We are not financial advisors. Don't take anything we say as financial advice. With that being said, let's meet our co-host. What's up, Big Rob?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, a little bit about us here. We do entertainment-focused cryptocurrency information where we take the old, the boring, and stale stuff. We package it up in a fun and sexy way. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Global Media. They're our sponsor here. They also broadcast us out not only to YouTube, but other channels as well. And then we're a young, growing channel. If you could hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, the notification bell. If you like what we're doing, if you want to grow with us, we really appreciate it. David, what we got going on today, my brother?
So just hit every button you can possibly hit on the YouTube, except the dislike button. Don't hit that. So today for our lineup, we're going to go into our hot take, followed by our talking points, and we're going to end it off with market analysis. Markets are looking juicy.
They're looking good
after the holiday season. So we're going to get into all that. But before we get into the content, how's your Christmas, Robin?
Oh, man, it was amazing. You know, I got family in town, you know, turkey. You know,
Turkey.
it's like, it's basically for my Thanksgiving. I mean, for my,
turkey?
for my Christmas dinner, it's usually more similar to Thanksgiving. It's like you know, another go with that one. So
Makes sense because Thanksgiving is your favorite holiday, apparently. Yeah. Well, what was
you know, I would double and triple down on that. So
what was your favorite present you got?
you know,
And from who was it from?
I got a lot of gift cards. You know, those are my favorite
good.
presents. But I did get a thermos, little one of those, you know, hot water thermos. Not what are those called? What are those water bottles called? The metal ones?
Hydro flask.
Hydro flask. Yeah,
Wow,
I
those
got
things
one. It says Satoshi is the man or something like that on there.
Okay.
So I
Interesting.
did get a crypto related gift, so that was pretty cool from my wife. So
Did anyone buy you any crypto?
nobody bought me crypto. I'm gonna buy myself some crypto though. I think it's a good time. Now I woke up today. Bitcoin did hit 52,000. I think we're on an upward trend. I believe we're gearing up for that beautiful 2020 with the parabolic rise on Bitcoin and crypto markets in general. So really excited. I think the fear is gone. And I think people are taking that Christmas cash, throwing it into crypto. What do you think?
Rob, will you do me a favor?
What's up?
Will you check on your laptop real quick? Like, what's the price of Bitcoin right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Did it crash since the last time?
I don't know. I'm curious here.
I got 5160.
Okay, and so is that
51,600.
over or under 70,000?
Oh, this guy.
So if you've been watching our lives, me and Robin had a bet. He said Bitcoin was going to get to at least 70,000 by Christmas. Obviously, it hasn't. Rob, what was your punishment again?
You know what? When we had the parameters of this contest, we were still in our pilot stage.
So
So
you're backing out.
basically, you know, this was all brainstorming things that, you know, things that we can implement later.
Hold on. So
But-
you're backing out. Is that what you're saying? On live, YouTube, TV,
no,
you're backing out.
from our official launch. You know, this is things are different. We're on a different scale now. So
That is the shittiest excuse you've ever given, and you've given some pretty shitty ones.
all right. Well,
Anyways,
let's get
all
into
right.
it, baby.
Well, we hope you guys had a great Christmas. We're excited for our show today. We hope you are too. Let's get into our first segment, the Mucho Caliente Take.
It's hot.
So, for our hot take today, the question I have is, are you putting more money into crypto or are you paying some extra into your mortgage payments next year, 2022?
Okay.
So, you put more money in crypto, you're going to pay off your mortgage faster in 2022.
Okay.
What say you?
So which part of my balance sheet is going to have more investment into my house or more investment into crypto? At the end of the year, I'm probably going to be more invested into crypto, I would believe. Well, first of all, you know, I bought my house when the housing market crashed earlier in 2008. So basically, I got a really cheap mortgage payment, so it doesn't account for a lot of my bills. So, anyways, I'm one of the fortunate people. Don't have a high mortgage, so it's actually pretty easy for me to invest more in crypto. I invested probably 5 times as much crypto in last fiscal year than I did in paying mortgage. So, yeah, I think the trend will continue. But at the end of the day, I do recommend paying your mortgage first. So
Yeah, don't go buying crypto before you pay your mortgage payment.
But if you got some extra cashola, then throw it into some crypto. Why not?
So what's one or a few coins you're gonna be focusing on to put more money in 2022?
For 2022, I do think a big push is coming for Cardano. I think Ethereum as well, but Ethereum is such a large project. I think you're going to get better gains and more profit or more upside from other very stable projects. So for me, I think the metaverse is a great option right now. I think Sandbox is still undervalued for where it is. I know it's pumped a lot, but their game is functional. You can play it right now. So big fan of Sandbox. Cardano, I think, is going to have a big year next year. So right now, Cardano's been pumping. I think it's up like 10% just on the day. It's up about 20% on the week. I'm not exactly sure on those numbers, but
we're doing a in-depth analysis on Cardano during our market analysis. So make sure you
it traded around $2 for so long that at this point, I think that it's still a really good time to enter. It's at around $1.50. So I do believe it's going to trade over $3 throughout most of the year. So I don't see it as a bad time to get in, and there's a lot of upside. So if they get some mass adoption and those dApps that they've been working on, and the contracts really come to fruition, I could really see $4 Cardano, $5 Cardano, even more than that. But even on the most conservative effort, you got a 2x within the first quarter of 2022, in my opinion. So that's one of my go-tos. So what about you, man? I know you've got an expensive mortgage. This guy's got a big ass house, expensive mortgage. So I would imagine you're probably gonna put more in your house than you are in your mortgage. Am I right or am I right?
I'm not. And for one reason. All right. If you're watching, have you guys ever tried to pull equity out of your house? If you've tried, it's a pain in the ass. You have to file paperwork. You essentially have to go through the entire home loan process again. So dumping extra money into my mortgage, into my house this year is just going to go literally, it's going to stay in the walls of my house. I'm not going to have access to it. It's not going to be liquid. I can't make more money with it. So that's why the extra money is going right into crypto. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the gains from the crypto and I'm going to pay off my mortgage faster. So instead of dumping more money towards my mortgage, I'm going to dump more money into crypto, take those gains, take a big lump sum, and then throw it into my house at that point. Or I might just go balls deep and take money out of my house and then not only do that, but dump that money into crypto too. So safe to say, I'm all in on crypto 2022.
Well, one thought about mortgage is that if you pay your mortgage out, so if you have a 30-year mortgage, on average, you're right around paying back 2 times the amount of the mortgage. So if you have a $300,000 home, after 30 years, you generally tend to spend around $600,000 when you add the interest straight across the 30 years. So in paying down the mortgage a lot faster and sooner, you're saving some money, and not to mention the value of your house will double, triple throughout the time of having the mortgage. So if you buy a home for $100,000 after 20 years, if you pay it off early, it'll be worth probably $400,000, and you won't have to pay so much. So there are some X's to get out of the mortgage. So you can probably 3X your mortgage or your home as far as where you bought it and sell it. And if you pay it off quicker, you're gonna also save some money there. So it's not a straight wash to just pay your mortgage off, a little faster, but definitely a lot more gains to come out of crypto.
Oh, for sure.
But just something to think about. I think you might be able to do a little bit of both. I always make extra mortgage payments. Not maybe a double payment, but at least 50% extra on my mortgage.
Nothing extra in my mortgage this year. I'm going cheap, bro. I'm doing all crypto. All right, let's move on to our next segment, the talking points. All right, So let's get into the trending articles of the day. Let's go ahead and pull up the laptop here. First article we're going to talk about: Dogecoin developers publish first ever roadmap for meme crypto. Doge says utility is on the way to adoption. The developers are publishing the coin's first ever roadmap 8 years after its initial launch. This just goes to show you that just because a project launches as a meme coin doesn't mean it has to stay a meme coin. And I have their roadmap pulled up here. Just going to go over it with you guys really quick. They're overhauling their entire website, including their Dogepedia, which is a compilation of frequently asked questions. They're constructing a lib Dogecoin, which is a library to allow anyone to create any Doge-compliant products. Dogecoin Standard, the creation of the Dogecoin Standard to lower the difficulty barriers for potential developers in an effort to boost developer adoption. And their Giga Wallet. Launch of the Giga Wallet will allow developers to seamlessly integrate Doge transactions into their platforms, similar to integration of other payment providers. So, Robin, you've always harped on Dogecoin and meme coins, and they have no this, no that. You're a Doge hater. You're on air being a Doge hater. What are your thoughts on this? You like it? You think it's too late? You think it's going to flop? What do you think?
I am a Doge hater. How you doing? Now, it took you 8 years to figure out.
So what?
It's time to do something with your product. Basically, it's been a joke this whole time. And now at this point, you're like, holy crap, we got a lot of money. We got a lot of investors. Maybe we should actually make this product do something. And you know what? The roadmap is what? To make a wallet?
No, the wallet. I literally just read over it.
You're right, but I'm
the library, the wallet. They're redoing their entire website.
Yeah, they're redoing their website. They got a library and a wallet. Like, what kind of roadmap? What kind of roadmap is that, bro?
What do you mean? What kind of roadmap?
It's a doo-doo map.
Nothing's ever good enough for you. You say they don't have utility. Here you go. You're gonna have some utility, and you're still hating on the Doge community.
I'm hating on it, man.
Doge community. I'm with you guys.
I was expecting when I read the title of this article, I was expecting a real roadmap. I'm talking about like integrating some new aspects, maybe trying to do some kind of smart contract, doing some layer 2s, trying to scale up, and maybe a DEX. I mean, at least something, man. I mean, they're making a wallet.
Who's to say they're not going to add to it?
They're having some progress, but I mean, let's not kid ourselves, bro. It's a copy of Litecoin. It's a pretty boring it copied a boring chain. The chain, what it is now, is boring. All it has is a freaking mascot and Elon Musk. Outside of that, it doesn't do anything. You can buy a Coca-Cola at the Mavs game, but congratulations, that's all you can do. So, boo.
So, okay, so you're not giving these guys credit for actually doing something with utility. You're still hating. So if they came out and said, "Hey, we're going to enable smart contracts," are you going to get on the Doge board?
It's like somebody in your family that hasn't had a job forever, and then they go and they're like super proud they got like a fry cook position at the Wendy's or something.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
I'm not saying
better
I'm
than
not
being
saying
unemployed.
Right.
Better than being unemployed, right or wrong?
Progress is
better
good.
than being
Progress
unemployed.
Is good.
Okay,
I'm
so
just saying that.
you're just saying what? You're just hating.
You know, okay.
Okay.
Would you lend money to this guy, or would you lend money to somebody that's more successful in your family that is reliable and can pay back?
I wouldn't lend money to anyone. I don't lend money to anyone.
Yeah, it's because you're cheap, bro.
I'm cheap? Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty cheap, bro.
I'm just saying, man, give them some credit. They're doing something about it. You can't hate on a project that launches as a meme coin.
Doge, pat yourself on the back.
There you go.
Now, here's the thing. If I'm going to take my hard-earned money and I'm going to risk it and I'm going to invest it into the future and try to make a profit out of it, and hopefully it grows with the project and it becomes something that changes the world, Doge ain't it, bro.
Oh yeah, and you're a fortune teller?
Yeah, I don't need. You don't need to be a fortune teller to explain to people that Doge is not going to take over the world.
Doge was in the top 10 of market cap with zero utility.
Okay, is
You're
anybody?
No, wait. You're telling me with introduced utility, they're gonna drop or stay stagnant? You're wrong.
Okay, how about this? Would you accept your paycheck in Doge?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Was that my only option? Except my payment?
You have Bitcoin, you have Avalanche. There you go. Because you don't believe in the project. There it is.
That doesn't mean I wouldn't invest money in it. I wouldn't invest my paycheck in it, but I would feel comfortable investing money in it. Absolutely.
Yeah, just like you wouldn't give a homeless person your whole paycheck, but you'd help them out. You give them a little change. But do you believe in that person that much?
You're comparing Doge to a homeless person?
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
homeless person is not worth $30 billion. You're a
if
hater.
you took all the panhandling money that are in every single one of those buckets and
Are you
hats,
gonna
and you
invest
added
in-
it up, it'd
are
probably be $30 billion.
Are you going to
I'm just
invest
saying.
in Doge or not?
No.
Okay,
absolutely
you're lame. All right, let's move on. NFL quarterback Macaroni Jones gifts Bitcoin to his Patriots teammates for Christmas. So he was the Patriots Santa Claus this year. He gave Bitcoin, we're not sure how much because it wasn't disclosed, to all his offensive linemen, to 12 of his teammates, making them Bitcoiners for the first ever time. This is a direct quote from Mac Jones. Says, quote, "I've been studying Bitcoin for a while now. This year, I just knew I had to give some Bitcoin to my teammates. So I reached out to Bitcoin Magazine and asked for help on how to give Bitcoin as a gift. Commenting on the development, the CEO of Swan Bitcoin said, our mission is to create 10 million new Bitcoiners. Well, you just got 12 of them. So here's another example of, this is why I love the crypto community so much, is because we are so passionate about our space that we are literally willing to give people free money just so they can see how amazing crypto is and the things it can do. For Christmas, I asked my two brothers, I said, do you guys want $50 cash or do you want $30 in crypto? You know what they said?
Cash.
One said cash, one said crypto. So I gave them both crypto. No, but I love this, man. You got more and more. Again, we talk about this all the time. The more people we get outside of the crypto space that are being introduced to crypto, it's going to be great for our space. That's how we're going to get mainstream adoption.
So I got
NFL's a great avenue.
nothing negative to say about this. I think it's great.
Wait,
It's
what?
peachy. No, I really do.
Wow.
I got nothing negative to
Debbie
say.
Downer's got nothing negative to
I agree
say.
100% with what David said. It's great. You know, you should be gifting out a Bitcoin. It only speaks to the market adoption. However, I do want to make one point here. You know, I can't go through a segment without bringing out something stupid. Isn't it coincidental that Tom Brady was gifting out Bitcoin to the fan that had his football for whatever when he broke the pass record for Drew Brees, and he gave them Bitcoin. He's also gifted Bitcoin to other people. He's all in on Bitcoin, and lo and behold, the new New England quarterback, the poster child that is supposed to be the next Tom Brady, is out here gifting Bitcoin, following the footsteps of him. It only speaks to what that institution does. They do things the right way, and they're gifting Bitcoin. And, you know, he's just copycatting Tom
What
Brady.
does the institution have anything to do with these guys giving Bitcoin out?
Because it's the Patriot way, bro.
Yeah, but Tom Brady's not on the Patriots
Patriot
anymore.
way.
But Brady,
But his Patriot waynism is
Waynism.
is so ingrained into his blood that
It's Wayneism. What's up, Stereo 2? Stereo 2 saying hi. Welcome back, my friend. Excited to have you. All right, let's move on to our next article. President Bukele fires back at critics on, quote, Bitcoin experiment. This man is getting some hate, man. On Thursday, Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele reaffirmed his belief for Bitcoin supremacy on Twitter once again, this time stating that after widespread adoption occurs, quote, it's game over for fiat. You've got the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, criticized El Salvador's move to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, but the country said screw you and started accepting it as legal money in September. Another guy, another hater, Andrew Bailey, the governor of the Bank of England, known critic for Bitcoin, most recently spoke out and said his concerns are that Bitcoin is extremely volatile. It's not going to be good for the country. I believe that this president is going to be the pioneer for countries accepting cryptocurrency as legal tender. We're going to look back 10, 15, 20 years from now, and this man is going to go down in history as one of the most influential people regarding the cryptocurrency space. I absolutely love it. Thinking about moving to El Salvador? Probably not, just to get away from Robin. What do you think, Robin?
President Bukele is my hero. I love this guy. Okay, first of all, he likes to wear his hat backwards, and as a president, that speaks loudly.
What
but
the
also,
hell?
he's copying your boy's style here. So now, everybody is pushing back on him. The institution, the traditional systems, the way governments are supposed to be ran, he's outside that norm. He's breaking down barriers, he's kicking down walls, and he's making statements. He's basically taking his country out of the grips of the United States, which can be a very big bully when it comes to the financial, when it comes to helping other countries out. Basically, they can dangle the carrot, especially if you transact and use dollars as your currency. Think about this. When the US printed out all of that PPE money, when the US gave out all of those checks to everybody in the United States, basically they inflated the money. They printed out over 2 times the amount of money that was in circulation in a matter of a year and a half. 2 times the amount of money that was in circulation. They doubled the money, but yet not $1 went to El Salvador. And they basically caught the back end of the inflation. They got all the negative parts of the inflation, but they didn't get any of the positives. So why would a country sit back and just watch their money get inflated and get no benefit out of it? And that's the same position that most of the Americans are in too. You got all this inflation. You got all of these big companies making all this money. And who gets the short end of the stick? It's the average worker, the average person that gets the average salary. And other countries and other banks, they're over here, they're screaming. They're like, no, El Salvador, you're wrong. You shouldn't be doing this, blah, blah, blah. And it's stupid.
You know what he said? He said, fuck you.
That's right.
I'm buying more.
That's right.
And check this out, guys. All right. This is amazing. Since adopting, I'm reading this directly from the article. Since adopting Bitcoin as legal currency, El Salvador has used Bitcoin profits from its Bitcoin trust account to finance the construction of 20 schools. 20 schools were built because of the money they made from Bitcoin. And they also announced they're going to spend another $4 million on a vet hospital in San Salvador. They just bought another 21 Bitcoin on Tuesday to celebrate the 21st day of the year 21 of the 21st century. And because the supply of Bitcoin is 21 million.
I bet
I'm
you
digging it.
El Salvador becomes the Dubai of South America.
100%.
Doesn't it feel like it? So Dubai, it was a little late in the game as far as economic power. Right now, nobody can discount what Dubai is now. It is luxury. It is straight money. It is power. It's political pull.
Legit.
They basically have the Middle East and that whole area on lockdown. They're the big dick there. Now, with that said,
What?
they're the ones that command all the respect.
Okay.
Honestly, they're the nation that other nations look at that they're in envy. Tell me that Dubai's neighbors, if the other surrounding countries don't look at them and they're like, hey, we're kind of jealous. Same thing's gonna happen with El Salvador,
Just
my
like
dude.
you, the reason you talk so much shit about me is because you're so jealous of me. That's exactly what the other countries are doing in El Salvador. They're extremely jealous. They're extremely jealous of what they're doing, and now they're just hating on them.
Did you say
like
you're jealous of me? Is that what I heard?
You're jealous of me.
I heard you're jealous of me, bro.
No, you're jealous of me.
That's
All right. So to sum it up, Nayib Bukele is the man. All right. Let's move on.
yeah.
UAE, the United Arab Emirates, to jail promoters of fraudulent cryptocurrency scheme for 5 years. Offenders that pay over $270K in fines. Fraudsters promoting online crypto scams now face a possible 5-year jail sentence plus a fine of $272. So I don't think this goes far enough, right? I think not only the promoters should be fined and jailed, but the people that actually launched the projects should get fined and jailed. Now, it's not possible to do that because literally a dog on the street who knows how to use a computer can go to Binance Smart Chain and create their own token, create some hype around it, and then just rug pull everything. I think the solution to this is going to be anyone who wants to launch a token or project has to do a KYC. It's too easy for anyone to go in anonymous, pump up a project, dump their bag on everyone, and rug pull and take people's hard-earned money away from them. I think that's something we need to see. Now, the ideal world will be just have that, but the government's going to look at this and they're going to say, no, that's not enough. We have to regulate this, and we have to regulate that, and we have to add this. So the waters are going to get muddy, but there has to be some sort of protection for people who are coming into the space. Imagine if you're new to crypto and the very first project you're excited about, you want to go and invest money, and then it ends up being a rug pull. That's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. You're going to lose out on your money. You're going to think crypto as a whole is an absolute scam. That's why when people ask me, hey, I want to get into crypto, what crypto should I buy? my first answer is always, will always be Bitcoin, because I don't ever have to worry about them losing money on Bitcoin if they plan on holding it long term. That's all I got. Robin, what do you think?
You know what? They are already jailing people for this exact behavior in the United States. However, it's not for cryptocurrency, it's for Wall Street. And I think if the US had a stronger stance when it came to basically fraud and manipulation, as they do in Wall Street, if they held that same standard for cryptocurrency when it comes to the bad actors, I don't know why they don't do that. Basically, if you do insider trading, if you basically steal money or you fraud people, like basically the U.S. can go after you for that. You can go to jail. That's why you see Martha Stewart in jail. It's because of insider trading. You get to see all these other people that run Ponzi schemes or do a shady business deals in Wall Street. These same people, they are the same things are happening in cryptocurrency. So I'd like to see the U.S. step up and drop the hammer and basically hold people accountable for stealing people's money. Basically, you go to any YouTube channel and you can see on YouTube, which is a U.S. company run by Google, like, why are they allowed to run scams on there? Why doesn't the U.S. government be like, hey, can you take down the scams? Like, they're all over the place. And when you go on YouTube, David, don't you see a Ethereum giveaway thing? And it's and it has like live and it has a bunch of viewers, and nothing is ever done to stop that. But yet you don't see that in Wall Street. Basically anytime, and it just sees the Arabic Emirates, the UAE,
United Arab Emirates.
They are basically being proactive, and I like to see that.
Here's my worry, though, man.
I don't want to see anybody lose their money.
Here's my worry, right? If the U.S. steps up and says, all right, we're going to do something similar, my worry is they're going to take a small problem. I'm not saying it's not important. I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things, it's a small problem, and they're going to blow it up and try to blanket find everything.
That's what the U.S. does, and it should. And I'm not saying that we need like some large blanket regulations and crackdown here in the U.S. I'm just saying that, like, the UAE it's targeted, it's focused, and it's to the point. They're not trying to ban something or make everything hella complicated. They're just like, look, if you fraud people and you steal people, we're gonna throw you in jail straight up. And that's how it should be in the U.S. And they do that in Wall Street. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of regulations there as well, but it's already being done, man. But people are scared to be
Here's the problem. Here's the problem, too. These smart chains, they have to step up too, and they have to like KYC the people that are trying to launch tokens. Like, literally, when I say anyone, I mean anyone. You don't have to show proof of who you are, your social, nothing. You can go launch a token, you can launch a scam token and scam people out of millions of billions of dollars.
You can do the same. You can start a small business and then get people to invest in it, and then you can just close down the business.
Yeah, but you have to, like, if you start a business, you have to fill out an application, who you are, your social number, your driver's license. You know what I'm saying? They know who you are. People can come after you. In cryptocurrency, like, a lot of the projects, the people are anonymous, right?
You think there should be more regulation?
From that sense, from the smart chains like Binance, Ethereum, Cardano, yes. Don't let just anyone launch a project. Make them do a KYC.
What if we want to launch our own token here at Sin City Crypto?
I don't mind doing that, but I wouldn't mind telling them who I am, where I live, what my driver's license number is. Like, I would have no problem because I don't have any bad intentions.
And the government knows who you are. They watching, bro.
I'm just saying, man. Like, enough with this bullshit. All right, let's move on. Everything you need to know about OpenDAO's SOS token airdrop to OpenSea users. If you've ever spent any money on OpenSea, you can claim a free airdrop of SOS token. One of the people that's big in the NFT space decided to reward the people who have been NFT community. They airdropped a token. It's now worth 300 million in market cap. I personally myself was able to claim it. It was absolutely amazing. This is why I love the NFT community so much, is because stuff like this, okay? Since it dropped, Christmas Eve, Christmas came early for all the NFT traders that were on OpenSea. Tons of my friends and family who had bought NFTs, they all were able to claim their airdrop. And the great thing about it too, is everyone in the community is saying we're not going to sell it. We're going to hold it. We want to make everyone in the NFT community money. I love the NFT community for this reason. They stick together. They help each other out. I remember a Twitter one time. This guy was like, hey, I'm new in NFTs. I really want to buy one, but I don't have, I'm short like $50 for gas money. Literally 3 people in a matter of 5 minutes said, hey, send me your ETH address. I'll send you some money to buy your first NFT. That stuff doesn't happen in other areas, man. That's why I love the community. So if you've ever bought an NFT on OpenSea, we'll drop the link of the website for the claim in our description when we're done with the stream. Make sure you go on there and see if you're eligible to claim any free airdrop tokens. You got anything to add, Robin?
I'm not the big NFT guy. Yeah, here you are. Basically, if you got you get a free airdrop. Cool, man. I mean, why not? I love free airdrops, bro. That's
Who doesn't?
Now, what you said as far as the community is going to hold it, I don't believe that. I think.
Well, of course, not everyone's going to hold it, but
and say that. But at the end of the day, people are greedy. They're going to make money. So,
yeah, but it's free money. So, all right, let's move on. Just 1.3 million Bitcoin left circulating on crypto exchanges. 6.3 of total Bitcoin supply is left on exchange wallets. According to a new analysis, the decreasing supply is nothing new, trending down since the halving in 2020. Here's a little chart of all the breakdown of the exchanges that hold them. You can see Coinbase is in the lead, but their dominance dropped from 50.5% down to 40.65%. And I want to pull up, I got Glassnode pulled up here. This is a chart showing the outflow in volume. So the amount of Bitcoin leaving exchanges, you can see here, we are at an all-time low for the year. This typically means people are hodling, which typically means when the demand for Bitcoin increases with less and less Bitcoin available on these centralized exchanges, the price will skyrocket. Robin, I know you're a big, what are these called?
Big Rob, yeah, that's what it is.
No,
yeah,
no,
that's
no.
right.
I know you're big on charts like this and analysis and exchange and hash rate. Like, what are your thoughts on this, man?
So basically, it just goes to show that people are hodling their Bitcoin. They're taking it off the exchanges. They're not interested in trading it. However, there can be 2 outcomes that play out from this. With less coins on an exchange, now with less coins in circulation, better for the hodlers, better for the long-term movement. However, when there's less tokens on the exchange, the price movement can be a little bit more drastic and volatile. It takes less, the order books aren't as deep. There isn't as much trading back and forth. So if there's a big sell-off, there's a big crash, the price will generally crash pretty quickly. And at the same time, it happens in the other way as well. So as I mentioned earlier in the show, I do believe that we're gearing up for a big push. So with a lot of tokens leaving the exchange, if a lot of buyers come in, if there's a lot of buy orders, the price is going to moonshot.
Let me ask you, imagine this, you guys. Imagine these levels of Bitcoin on exchanges dropping. And imagine we're at this level and a spot ETF gets passed. Imagine that.
Oh, there ain't enough Bitcoin on the exchange. 1.3 million Bitcoin. I mean, that's still, you have 17 million, so it's 1/17 of the Bitcoin, or probably 1/15.
Nothing, man.
So it's still a large. Don't short sell how much Bitcoin that is. I mean, over 1 million Bitcoin is a lot. But with that said, that means there's over 15 million Bitcoin that is not on the exchanges. That is a ton of Bitcoin. And so, I mean, I'm excited, man. If there's a spot ETF, I mean, like we're 20% of that's on exchanges is going to get bought up.
Oh yeah, we'll easily double.
You also got to think, Coinbase also has, for example, they have like their big player accounts. So if, like for Michael Saylor, for example, if he's going to go buy Bitcoin, he's not going to go to Coinbase and buy it off of the order books. Basically, they negotiate a price and then they buy directly from the exchange, and that doesn't affect the order books. And I would imagine that's what the BTC will also, a spot ETF would do for Bitcoin as well. Whoever runs it, so say Grayscale is running the spot ETF, eventually when it does pass, they won't clear out the order book, so they won't dig into this 1.3 million. However, it will take a big chunk of the supply out. So, yeah.
It's going to be awesome. Let's move on to our last talking point. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson on goals for 2022. So they sent out their 2022 roadmap. I'm going to read a couple quotes here from the founder of Cardano. Quote, my goal for the second half of 2022 is to figure out how to pull all the pieces together to get an end-to-end microfinance transaction on Cardano so that a real person in Kenya or somewhere with a blockchain-based identity and credit score, stablecoin on the other side, Cardano is a settlement rail, peer-to-peer, person-to-person, click a button, loan goes to them, they pay it back, goes to the other side. Just want to pull up a picture of Cardano's ecosystem. Look at how robust their ecosystem is. And we are literally 3 months out from when they launched their smart contracts. This will continue to grow exponentially. If you don't have any Cardano, not financial advice, but I would strongly consider adding it to your portfolio. Great entry point at under $1.60 in my opinion. So yeah, I know Robin's a big Cardano homer, and I don't blame him for that because their project is absolutely amazing.
Look, pull up that slide one more time. Take a look how much NFT gaming there is. You just closed it?
Yeah, hold on. I can pull it back up.
No worries.
No, I got it. Hold on, right here.
So yeah, look how large the NFT gaming is. So with NFT gaming, it is 100% reliant on smart contracts to transact the NFTs, to send them from the chain or whatever to follow. Anyways, it's all bound to smart contracts. So when people say, oh, smart contracts, they're not doing anything at Cardano, like, let's be real. Also with all of their lending, all their dexes they have there. Look how many dexes they have.
They have a lot,
dexes,
man.
It looks like. I think they have more than just that as well. And then basically where I'm getting at is that their ecosystem is huge, and
it's growing, guys.
With Cardano, I know they mentioned Africa, so that is one of their biggest their biggest parts of their roadmap. So they have partnered with governments in Africa, several of them, 3 of them to be exact, Kenya, and they're also helping out with the wireless phone system. So a lot of people have smartphones. They just don't have any network. They just don't have anywhere. They don't get any signal. So Cardano is also partnered down there to help people get connected to the networks. They're doing their identification system at the schools. And now it looks like they're pushing more towards this banking the unbanked. So that's their like motto or phrase that they repeatedly say. So with banking the unbanked, he references small loans. So for us, it's easy to get $500 or $1,000 loan throughout either like a payday loan. I mean, is super simple. But you can go to the banks and get a small loan or open up a credit card or credit line of credit. Now, it's impossible for anybody in third world nations to do this, and especially in impoverished African nations. So with this, you can have your identity on the Cardano network. You can send money that way, and then you can transact loans as well. So and this is all backed by the community. So the loans, the Cardano loans, basically I can provide liquidity, and then from there people can borrow from my liquidity and then pay back an interest. So I make money as well. But the people that weren't able to get loans, buy a home, a car, go to college, now they have new means due to blockchain technology. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to our next segment and our final segment, the market analysis. All right, let's get into the market. Let's pull up the laptop here. So cryptocurrencies are up 1.6% over the last day as a whole. We have your boy Bitcoin sitting really nice at $51,483, up 10% over the last 7 days. Tons of volume, guys. $24 billion in volume over the last 24 hours. ETH has kind of been teetering in the between a 3,900 to 4,100 spot. Are we going to see a big pump from Ethereum? I would say yes. The metrics show that it is due for a swing to the upside. Binance Coin sitting at 568. Solana over $201, up 15% on the week. XRP up 10%. Terra Luna moved up to number 9, up 15%. Terra Luna was actually one of the biggest gainers in 2021. They gained a total of 8,500% in the year 2021. The other two biggest gainers of 2021 are Dogecoin, which gained 3,800%, and Solana 6,400%.
Didn't you say you weren't a big fan of Terra Luna?
I'm not.
Yeah,
but doesn't mean they didn't pump. So they definitely pumped. Polygon Matic, $2.77. I am actually
what do you
personally.
think is a better investment next year, Terra Luna or Doge? 2022.
Doge.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Over Terra Luna, huh?
Over Terra Luna.
Okay.
Polygon Matic, $2.77. Me personally, I am waiting for a nice pullback to the $2.20 range because I'm going to load up on more Polygon. It's up 30% over the last 7 days. Robin and I are in agreement that Polygon is going to crack the top 10 in the next quarter.
Bro, Polygon is set to explode.
Absolutely.
Don't let the short-term gains fool you. It's got so much potential. All of the dApp makers and producers on Ethereum have nothing stopping them from building out on Polygon. And when you look at the gas fees, you look at the congestion on the Ethereum network, it only makes sense to move your platform over to Polygon faster, cheaper, smarter. So
that's right.
Why
not? Big news coming out of Avalanche. They just got listed on CoinList. Now, if you've never heard of it before, it's not a huge exchange like Coinbase or Binance, but it is valued over $1.5 billion. So that might be behind the little pump we have here, up 6% over the last 7 days. Let's go ahead and take a look at the biggest gainers and losers of today. We're going to go to the top 100 because that's all we care about right now. You got Raven Coin up 18% on the day. Immutable X, IMX up 18%. SushiSwap up 18%. And Stacks is up 12%. Some of your top losers for the day, Curve DAO. Oh, look, Terra Luna's one of the big losers today. Near Protocol. Now, as far as biggest losers of 2021, coming in at number 1, we got ICP down 96% on the year. We did do a deep dive on ICP. We will drop the link in the description below. Make sure you go check that out. It was absolutely amazing. EOS coming in at number 2, down 86% for the year. And rounding out the top 3 biggest losers of 2021, Monero XMR down 66%.
Biggest loser, David.
Biggest. Let's get into, gonna do some technical analysis on a couple coins here. First one we want to look at, obviously, is Bitcoin. This is the 4-hour chart I got pulled up here. If you watched our live show on Thursday, I did mention we had a double bottom here, and look what's happened since. We are currently in an uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. We're doing higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. The definition of an uptrend. We need to break the level. We need to break, my friends, is going to be right here. 52,000. We need to break and stay above it. If we can do that, our next stop is going to be to break this 57,400 mark. Robin, you think we're going to hit that mark?
Yeah, the level to break here is 100K, in my opinion. Now, in the short term,
baby steps, though, man.
Yeah, nah. In the short term, that'll put us right back on track to where we were right before we had that micro dip. I don't want to call it micro dip, but the pullback that we had was about a month ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's get back on track. I think a lot of people were expecting huge Decembers, myself included.
You were wrong.
Just by looking at the trends and the market data from the past bull cycles, everything was indicating that was where we were going. I think a lot of people over leverage themselves and put themselves in position for those expectations. And when too much of the market leans one direction, the market will do the opposite. So I think now the interest is coming back in. The holidays have passed. I think people are going to start getting into some more crypto. I think some more money's coming in. Some big pumps are coming. 57,000 for sure. Then I think January is definitely going to be over 60,000. I stand behind that with 100% conviction. So good times to come.
That's what I'm going to agree with you.
Oh, nice.
Will you put my laptop back again? So we talk about, what I have on here is Bollinger Bands. We talk about when Bollinger Bands start to constrict, start to get tighter, there is going to be a break, whether it's to the upside or downside. We don't know. But we see here on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, it has broken the top Bollinger Band. If we can stay above it, we are going to keep creeping up. Let's move on to the next coin I want to do an analysis on is Cardano. Broke down or bounced off its support at $1.21. You can see here it's broken. This is a daily time frame, by the way. Typically on longer time frames, the trends are a little more secure. You can be a little more confident in a trend if it's on a longer period time frame. We have the RSI getting close to overbought, kind of playing in the middle here. Just had the directional index cross over green, which is a great sign. Again, broke over the Bollinger Band here. What's going to happen? Let me show you another example we covered last week. This is the Matic chart. Here we showed you guys it broke above the Bollinger Band, and since it broke above the Bollinger Band, we are up 30 cents on the coin. So you can see here the Bollinger Bands are expanding, which means it's I don't want to say volatile, but there's a lot of movement happening here, you guys. ADA, big news with the roadmap from Charles Hoskinson. So, yeah.
I thought it was Charles Hoskins.
No, it's Hoskinson.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. You got anything to add here? Because I'm pretty much done.
No, man. I think the markets are going the right direction. I think everything's looking juicy. If you're holding crypto in long term, everything is pointing up in the green. It's time to buy. It is time to hodl. It is time to get excited for 2022 because we're in for a long and prosperous ride.
That's right. All right, let's roll the outro. We are done with our live show today, you guys. Thank you so much for coming back. Make sure, hit the subscribe button. Help us grow. We're growing. Like the video, share it, hit the bell notification. But most importantly, come back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
That's right.
Another live show.
Mm-hmm.
Till tomorrow, guys.
Till tomorrow.
We love you.
We love you.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Peace.
So, where did you go when you left the room?